Welcome back to the channel World Coins, master coin lovers and treasure seekers from all around the world. If you're someone who's always wondered if your spare change could actually be worth a fortune, then today's video is going to blow your mind. Because in this episode, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of US coins and exploring the incredible story behind a tiny 1999 P Roosevelt 1 dime that, believe it or not, could be worth up to $6 million. That's right, we're talking about a coin that originally had just a 10-cent face value but is now considered one of the rarest and most expensive coins in existence due to extremely rare minting errors, striking anomalies, and the mysterious possibilities that make it the ultimate collector's dream. Now imagine this: you're walking down the street, or maybe you're digging through your couch cushions, or even looking through an old piggy bank that hasn't been opened in years, and there, among the nickels and pennies, you spot a regular-looking dime. But this isn't just any dime. It's a 1999 Roosevelt dime minted in Philadelphia, known by its P mint mark. On the surface, it looks common enough. But little do you know, it could be one of the most valuable coins ever produced in the modern era. What makes this coin potentially worth $6 million? Why do collectors and experts obsess over this tiny piece of metal? What kind of extraordinary minting errors and rare circumstances could elevate a coin so far beyond its original value? That's exactly what we're going to break down for you in today's video. We're about to take a deep, immersive journey into the history, production process, error variants, and all the little-known details that contribute to the massive value of the 1999 P dime. So sit back, grab a drink, and get ready, because what you're about to hear might just inspire you to search every dime you come across for the rest of your life. Let's start with the basics. The 1999 Roosevelt dime is part of a long-running series that began in 1946. This design was introduced to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt after his death in 1945, particularly in recognition of his work to combat polio through the March of Dimes campaign. The dime bearing Roosevelt's image has been a fixture in American coinage for decades. But the 1999 issue, especially the one minted in Philadelphia and bearing the P mint mark, has become legendary not because of the design itself, but because of what went wrong, or more precisely, what went incredibly and mysteriously right. For a select few dimes. To understand the true value behind the 1999 P dime, we have to first explore the minting process. Every coin goes through a specific procedure. Planchets are prepared, dies are engraved, and then coins are struck with enormous pressure to imprint the image on both sides. But sometimes things don't go exactly as planned. That's where errors are born, and in the world of numismatics, errors can mean money. A lot of money. Now, not all errors are valuable. Some are so minor they go unnoticed, while others are so common they don't attract much attention. But the 1999 P dime is a different story entirely. One of the most significant reasons this coin has reached mythical status is due to a series of extremely rare mint errors that have been documented only a handful of times, and in some cases, remain largely undocumented or shrouded in mystery. These include off-center strikes, double die obverse and reverses, missing clad layers, broad strikes, incorrect planchets, and perhaps most rare and intriguing of all, dimes that appear to have been struck using mismatched dies or contain subtle anomalies in their composition. It's believed that due to a mechanical or human error in the minting process, a few of these dimes left the Philadelphia Mint with features that no other coin of its kind possesses. Let's talk about the double die error. In most cases, a double die is created when a die itself is misaligned or impressed twice during production, resulting in a coin that shows duplicated images, especially visible on the date, the word Liberty, or In God We Trust. In the case of the 1999 P dime, collectors have reported seeing subtle yet undeniable doubling on the obverse, particularly around Roosevelt's eye, the curve of the mouth, and even parts of the torch on the reverse. These types of doubling are not easy to spot unless examined under magnification, which is why so many of these potentially rare and valuable coins go unnoticed in everyday circulation. Then we have off-center strikes, where the coin design is improperly aligned during the striking process. These types of errors can vary in severity, some just slightly off, while others are dramatically misaligned, cutting off parts of Roosevelt's head, or the torch design. When these errors are found in uncirculated condition, with a clear date and mint mark, their value can skyrocket. But the real intrigue comes from the speculation that there are even rarer forms of the 1999 P dime that feature both off-center errors and doubled dies, or other hybrid mistakes, making them almost one of a kind. It's these rumored or possibly verified coins that drive up the potential value into the millions. We also can't ignore the possibility of a missing clad layer. The Roosevelt dime is made with a copper core and a cupronickel outer layer. But in rare cases, a coin may be struck without that outer layer, giving it a completely different appearance, darker, more coppery in color, and lighter in weight. A missing clad layer on a 1999 p dime, especially one that retains sharp details and shows no wear, could easily fetch thousands of dollars, or more, if paired with other rare errors. These coins are especially fascinating because the error is both visually obvious and chemically distinct. They often stand out in pocket change, yet the average person might dismiss it as simply tarnished or damaged. Another possibility lies in the planchet error category, coins struck on incorrect planchets. These are extremely rare but incredibly valuable. Imagine a 1999 p dime struck on a planchet meant for a foreign coin or even for a different US denomination, such as a penny or a nickel. These errors often occur when leftover blanks from other runs are mistakenly fed into the wrong press. A dime struck on a penny-sized planchet would look entirely different, possibly a different color, thickness, and weight, but still retain enough of the design to verify its origin. When authenticated, these coins become holy grails for error collectors. So how rare are these errors really? That's where things get truly interesting. Official mint records may never fully reveal just how many flawed coins made it out into circulation. But what we do know is that some examples have surfaced in auctions and private collections, sparking fierce bidding wars among elite collectors. These coins don't just sell for a few hundred or even a few thousand, they can easily reach into the 5 or 6 figure range. And if a new, previously unknown error variant were to be discovered, say, a combination of multiple rare errors in one coin, the sky's the limit. Experts believe such a coin, especially if verified by third-party grading services and authenticated by numismatic professionals, could command a price of $6 million or even higher, given the right circumstances. Now, you might be wondering, has such a coin ever been found? Has anyone ever sold a 1999 p dime for millions? While no such public sale has been confirmed at that astronomical level, there are plenty of examples that indicate it's entirely within the realm of possibility. In fact, several 1999 p dimes with verified errors have already fetched tens of thousands of dollars at auctions. Combine that with the growing interest in rare modern coins, and the increasing competition among private collectors, and you've got a recipe for $1 million discovery. And it's not just about errors. There are also possibilities around mintmark anomalies. Some 1999 p dimes may contain a repunched mintmark, a condition where the P appears to have been stamped more than once, slightly offset. Others may show signs of die fatigue or ghosting, where residual impressions from previous strikes faintly appear on the coin. Still others may have minute variations in the spacing of letters, alignment of design elements, or the appearance of unusual features not present on standard issues. When these features can be documented, verified, and tied to a specific die or minting run, they become priceless to specialists who track the lineage and uniqueness of every known coin variant. Today, we're going to uncover the jaw-dropping details behind the 2020 P1 dime, a coin that, at first glance, is worth only 10 cents but has stunned experts and collectors with reports of a value soaring up to an incredible $3 million. Yes, you heard that right, $3 million for a single dime minted in 2020 with the P mint mark. You might be wondering, how can a coin so modern, so recent, and so commonly produced be worth more than a luxury mansion or a fleet of sports cars? That's what we're going to explore in depth. This episode dives deep into the complex world of mint errors, die varieties, striking anomalies, planchet mistakes, and the extremely rare cases of transitional errors that have skyrocketed the value of this particular 2020 p dime. We'll also talk about the mysterious production flaws, double strikes, off-center strikes, and the extremely low probability mint mark misplacements that have made a few examples of this dime nearly priceless. There are rumors circulating in the numismatic world that a specific 2020 p Roosevelt dime, once sold quietly through a private auction, fetched over $3 million due to a combination of its unique minting errors and its pristine, untouched condition. And this is not just a fantasy. Professional coin grading services, seasoned appraisers, and auction houses have confirmed the growing interest and astronomical bids on coins with these characteristics. So what exactly should you be looking for in your spare change? What makes one 2020p dime dramatically more valuable than the billions of others that are virtually worthless? To understand this, we first have to go back to the basics. The Roosevelt dime has been a staple of American currency since 1946, honoring the legacy of President Franklin D. Roosevelt. Over the years, various mint marks like D for Denver, S for San Francisco, and P for Philadelphia have been used to identify where each coin was minted. But in 2020, something strange happened at the Philadelphia Mint. A small number of coins began surfacing with inexplicable features: misplaced mint marks, die cracks, double die averse, and even dimes struck on experimental planchets that were never intended to be used in circulation. Among the most shocking discoveries were the 2020p dimes that appeared to have two completely different minting features layered over each other, possibly the result of a transitional die that was not updated between design changes. These hybrid designs made their way out of the mint unnoticed and into circulation, where they were initially mistaken for damaged coins. But to the trained eye of a collector, these flaws were gold mines. And this is just the beginning. Another case that has left experts speechless is that of a 2020p dime with a rare mint mark misalignment. Normally, the mint mark is carefully placed in a precise location on the obverse of the coin. But in this era coin, the P was oddly off-centered, shifted vertically into the hairline of Roosevelt's portrait, and showed signs of being double-punched. This means the mint mark was struck twice, creating a ghost-like effect under magnification. This type of error is not only visually striking, but also practically unheard of in modern minting processes due to their high-tech quality control. The rarity of this specific error alone adds immense value, but combine that with the coin's nearly flawless condition, and it's no wonder it shattered price expectations. One of the most interesting theories that experts are still investigating involves the use of transitional planchets. In this scenario, a leftover blank from a previous year or different denomination was mistakenly fed into the press intended for dimes. These dimes show unexpected compositions, some appearing with a faint golden hue, others showing weight discrepancies. Some even show copper streaks or nickel variations that have no place on a standard 2020 dime. These wrong planchet coins are incredibly rare and often go unrecognized by the public, tossed aside as defective or foreign coins. But to an experienced collector, a transitional error like this on a 2020p dime could be the difference between 10 cents and millions.